So you want to learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knops guy loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the Monday nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys.
Why do I need a title on my post? Just let me post.
Post
that shit.
What's up, guys? Sorry, a page that I post to is changed, and it's confusing the shit out of me.
Yeah, fits like a glove.
But welcome back. Sorry we have been MIA, but it has been a
It was a September.
We spent a lot of fucking time on the road.
We did.
4 events in 5 weeks.
And then we had, TBG stuff going on. We had some Mudhog stuff going on my end of things. Matt had some family stuff at home he needed to attend to. God, it's just burnout.
Yeah.
Burnout right now.
But you know what? We get a couple weeks off before we have anything else.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Yeah.
May have another one this month. We definitely have some shit in November.
Yes.
But we at least got a couple weeks, so.
Yeah, we got Full Fest coming up for sure. We're still looking at October events.
We're hosting a comedy show in November.
That's going to be fun.
Oh, wait. What?
Subtle flex.
Yeah.
But we are hosting a comedy show at Primeval Brewing in November. There are still like 5 tickets left.
Yeah.
If you need any,
Shit.
let us know. I would give you a link, but, I'm in way too good a mood right now.
We got a guy, though.
For being exhausted, I'm in a great mood. But no, seriously, reach out, let us know, and I will hook you up with those tickets. No problem. They're $20 a piece. We're going to have like 6 comedians, I think, if I remember right. 6 comedians. It's going to be a 2-hour show live at Primeval. We're going to be there.
It's going to be... I'm just looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a fun event where we're going to be able to kick things off, get everybody kind of riled up a little bit as they're settling in, and then turn it over.
And we get to highlight a cool brewery while we do it.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about a win-win. And we're lining up shows already for December and January, so make sure you follow us. And we'll make sure to get ticket links out as those go live. And have a blast.
Yes.
Woot. Look at me remembering to actually, say shit early in the show.
It's good.
Weird,
Happy
huh?
for you.
Weird, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, great hat. Where'd you get it?
Oh, down in Hog Molly. They are just, sometimes, as much as we say, no, we'll pay for something, whatever, they just force stuff into our hands and says, no, take it.
It's a great fucking hat. They're an awesome brewery down in Columbus, Indiana. For those of you that were just down at the 450 North Corn Maze Fest, you probably saw them. And if you didn't go over to the brewery afterwards,
Shame on you.
You messed up.
Yeah.
You done messed up, AA Ron. I don't remember what else I had. I had some other shit for this morning. Or this morning, start of the show, whatever the fuck this is. But, work is work. And Tyler brain hurt. Poor John tried to get me to do some business stuff on the way to South Bend this past weekend for the Michiana Festival of Beer. Shout out Frank the Tank and all those guys. And he got about 30 minutes out of me before I just kind of
That might be how
done.
much you guys get out of me tonight. Maybe 15.
Well, the good news is we're starting off with an absolute banger. I'll admit, I drank this one Saturday at the event. I had no idea what the can looked like. I hate pumpkin spice beers. I tried it. I loved it. I was like, that's annoying. And then I was telling the story about Matt's theory about unicorns on cans. I'm literally telling a group of people about this theory. Because a lady found an IPA that she liked, and she doesn't like IPAs. I'm like, it's because it's got a unicorn on the can. And I'm telling this story, and I look over, and this goddamn beer is sitting. It was sitting on like a stand.
Yeah.
And I look over, and what's facing me is this part of the can. You'll see it when I put it over there, and I'm just like, motherfucker.
Is that the one you're most looking forward to?
I'm about to say,
Most anticipated. Sorry, you can tell I'm not paying attention. Yeah, it actually still is. It's my most anticipated beer because we did bring 3 beers on this show that are specifically from that event.
Yeah.
We have,
Or are they Pacifically?
and actually every beer we have has been grabbed at an event this year.
Nice.
Every single one is from an event this season.
Look at us.
Heck yeah.
What are you looking forward to, Matt?
Well, there's plenty I'm looking forward to, but from Tyler's nice little rant there, I have to go with the unicorn pumpkin spice thing in his hand there.
All right.
There's other ones I would pick, but I'm obliged to pick this one.
I am excited for Taste of the Rainbow. Did get a chance to sample it. I wanted a can, got a can, so you could try it.
Ooh, nice.
I didn't.
We'll
try
see what
it.
my taste buds are like. You did. I
Did
brought it
I?
back for you.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
See what my taste buds are like today. But
It was the one decent beer you brought me.
yeah.
John kept fucking with me. I was watching the booth, and he'd be like, "I'll grab beer," and he'd bring back beer, and then he'd bring back beer, and it'd be fucking garbage beer.
Yeah.
Were you doing it on purpose or on accident, though?
Once was
one was
100%
on
on purpose.
Yeah. You don't purposely sour at Oktoberfest, so I figured Tyler had to try it.
Go fuck yourself. But our first beer is from Pipeworks Brewing, Pumpkin Spice Latte. Oat ale with pumpkin, coffee, lactose, vanilla, cinnamon, clove, and ginger. Pipeworks is out of Chicago, Illinois. They have recently started distroing to Wisconsin and Indiana. If you ever get a chance to meet the guys that do their distro, they self-distro everything, so they don't have a big company that does it for them. They are self-distroing, and that is awesome.
Yeah, that's not an easy thing to do. And they have an art department that makes labels that stand out.
6.9% ABV.
Yep.
Now, do all of their beers happen to feature unicorns? Because
No.
this is the third in a row, I feel like, has had a unicorn.
Well, the one that's called Ninjas versus Unicorns, that
That kind of requires one.
yeah. Then the other one we had that was like the space unicorn or something.
Yeah.
And then this
Unicorn
one,
Haze or something like that.
yeah, so that's, that's 3 in a row. I'm
Or
like,
Ninja versus Haze or something like that.
Something like that.
No, they're Unicorn. The Ninja versus series, the versus Unicorn series has it,
Yeah.
and I know they have quite a few. It seems like, but not all.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Oh, that nose is
then they might have to
fantastic.
become my favorite brewery. It might be a punch out between them or River North, you know. Just
Yeah, it's still the only pumpkin beer I've ever enjoyed.
Yeah.
You guys can't see Matt's face, but this is fantastic.
that's irritatingly pleasant.
John and I talked about it a little bit Saturday. For me, it's because it's not pumpkin. It is almost like a chai latte that has pumpkin.
Yeah, it's that lactose in there, really balancing it out and kind of taming the pumpkin down and giving it that creamier and that like sweeter coffee, like
I think the
girly
lactose in the
drink that I would
coffee
drink,
really
yeah.
help cut some of that, what I don't like about pumpkin beers out.
So what I'm noticing right now is my taste buds are off today.
Oh, yeah.
So
this
this
should
is
be fun.
gonna be fun. So
That
I'm
should
gonna
be
go.
fun.
I know we go this can, but I can't because I just had a can of it on Saturday. I'll go off that because I think what I liked most and appreciated most about it was that soft latte part of it.
Oh, yeah.
They really nailed that, and just my taste buds isn't letting that come out today, but that's on me.
Attaboy, John.
That's pretty stupidly good.
Yeah, it is.
Much like Tyler, I also am a big like not pumpkin beer guy because just it's always too pumpkin-y or too
Too
spicy.
pumpkin spicy.
Too spicy.
Yeah.
Yes, it's more the
Yeah.
spice heavy. It's like it just doesn't work for me. That. Oh god.
It's fucking great beer.
Unicorn.
Just a reminder for everyone how we score. It is 0.25 to 5 because zeros on Untapped don't register, and we do score right on Untapped tonight, so you'll get to see those scores as we go. 3 perfectly average, but 3 above average. No shock there. 4 or higher is seek out, meaning, for instance, we know Pipeworks is in Chicago, Illinois. Next time we're up there, there's a good chance we try to visit them.
Yeah.
We haven't visited Pipeworks. It'd be
No,
a
we have
good
not.
one to visit.
And we can at least usually find their stuff up in the region. So if we visit some of those folks, we maybe bring some back.
Exactly.
Yes.
So great. Like I said, they were down at Corn Maze Beer Fest as well. We were up at South Bend for Michiana Festival. They had a guy there,
Oh, they're
and
doing
his
both?
boss
Oh,
was
yeah.
down at Corn Maze Beer Fest. So
Yeah.
they're trying to hit Indiana hard. So you got a chance to find this beer. But 4.75 and 5 is the cream of the crop, top of the best. Under 3. Still pretty good in that 2 to 2.75. Just maybe something's missing. Something's not quite right. Under 2, now you're getting into, well, I spent money on this thing. I guess I'll fucking drink it. And then under one is drain pour quality beer, trip in, fall, and dump, that kind of thing. But overall, that's our score. We take the average of the 3 on camera, but since today there's only 2 of us, off-screen Matt gets the count.
Oh. That looks really good.
That does fit you well.
Yeah.
Love shop shirts.
So do I.
Yes.
He's rocking Studebaker Brewing up in South Bend work shirt. So
It looks great. Those work shirts are fantastic.
Oh, yeah. And I do like what Studebaker did with theirs. It's very clean, very one color, just boom, the white back. Looks good.
Oh, every time we have Pipeworks now, it feels like I just underestimate them. They come through again and again. I was upset at this beer because I don't like pumpkin either, and it was annoying that I liked it and I liked it well enough. I'm going to give it 4 1/4.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's delicious.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not used to pumpkin beers being scored that high.
I
But he's
know.
absolutely right. It's 4 1/4. Like, this is a stupid good beer.
Yeah.
Matt's like, what the fuck is Tyler about to score this after bragging about it? And all of a sudden bitching about a 4.25.
No,
He's like, what is this guy doing?
Yes.
No, I was gonna say actually, you guys are wrong. It's not a 4 1/4. It's 4 1/2. That shit is fucking stupid good. Like, it's a pretty smooth 6.9. Like, you could drink that easily. It goes down smooth. It's got a great flavor. A couple of those, get a good fuck up buzz going on. Like, hell yeah, man. I want more of those.
Yes.
That is definitely search out, and I will be looking for it.
So we just got our first gourd to the last drop badge. So, pumpkin beers. Which means we have officially tried 5 different beers with that style listed.
Over the course of 5 years.
On the show.
5 pumpkin beers.
Clearly, we like them.
I do know we have had more than that. So my guess is some of those are in the Lost Files. Because I do know we had a show that had actually like 5 or 6 in that show. We were doing that pumpkin show because we did the Shafley. We did the...
Was that the server crash of 2023?
No, that's when we were writing them down.
Yeah.
When we were writing them down and some papers got lost to the sands of time.
More like the Dead Sea Scrolls. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Yep.
Or the fire of the Library of Alexandria.
Dead Beer Scrolls. There we go. That's what happened. To
Actually, I kind of like that. Yeah. All right.
Also, Brett is on since we haven't had a second to say anything about people out here saying things. And he says, so stoked for it. I'm guessing that was probably when we were talking about the...
Full Fest.
Either that or even the comedy thing.
Oh, yeah, either one.
Because
he's going to both.
Yeah. And he also says, what's up, you beautiful werewolves of boredom? Beard him.
I was like, damn. All right.
Shit.
Go fuck yourself, Brett. I'll tell you what. It was a long, stressful day at work today. I don't know about y'all. Well, I know about you, but
Yeah.
I don't know about Matt. But like, it was a long,
great.
stressful day at work. But there's something about being able to do kind of more what I'm passionate about right now. Like, I love working with the kids and all that stuff, but I'm too old to be up and down off that damn floor all the time. But being able to now have a hand in like guiding where the company goes, I'm telling you what, it's a fun time.
Yeah.
Stressful, but a fun time.
I enjoy operations and what we do there, and it just that satisfaction of seeing things run the way that you envisioned it.
Exactly.
It's really cool.
So
Good for you guys. Way to climb that company ladders.
I just had to. There's people always wonder when I'm in a decent mood why.
Well, I usually have a theory, but it's not work related.
It's not that one. been a couple months on that one.
I'll say it involves some rights and lefts. James is on. What's up, James? Says congrats, man.
Thank you, bud.
I saw him Friday, actually.
You saw Mr. James Woods.
Yeah. So
Nice.
Friday night, since I didn't end up getting to make it with you guys,
Since you fucking suck.
I met it with Chris Ream and Laura, and they had the Riley Days. Is that what it is?
Yep.
In Greenfield.
Yup.
So we went over there, walked out a minute, went into Wooden Bear. I saw him there. I was like, "Oh, hey man, you're gonna be throwing at Fall Fest again this year, aren't you?" He's like, "Well, I don't know if I'm throwing, but I'll be there." I was like, "My man." And then the owners that we saw when we were there doing the reviews and stuff, they were outside pouring because they had a band playing too. So they were at the booth talking to them. I was like, "Oh, hey, what's going on, guys?" And then I got the, "Who's this guy?" Look, because off screen. I was like, "Oh, yeah, I don't know if you remember. I was here with the Two Beerded Guys." Oh yeah. And then you get the recognition.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, "Oh yeah, man, I'd love to see you guys at Full Fest." Or Full Fest. Hope to see you there. "Oh yeah, we're gonna be there." Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I ran into Albert, the owner that we talked to the most when we were there that day, and we've talked to a lot at almost every event.
Yeah.
He was at Muncie's Oktoberfest the week prior.
Oh,
so
nice.
Got to hang out with him a little bit. Shot him with a Nerf gun.
Where?
My brother and I got him right in the throat, mid-pour. It was great. From a distance, too. It was great. I was very proud.
Those are good $8 Nerf guns.
I'm not mad at those.
Yeah.
They're wearing out, but...
Yeah.
I mean, they're $8. I mean, they only get so many
Oh,
uses,
no,
right?
it was $8 for a 2-pack.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the dollar store. That's the value, but the pack.
I got them
there.
at Dollar General on the
General.
discount bin, baby. On the side, they have a serial number and it literally says DOLGEN and it has a bunch of numbers. Instead of a name brand, it's just Dollar General and here's some numbers.
Yes.
So wait, you said it was a Nerf gun. It wasn't a Nerf gun. It's a Dollar General Nerf gun.
Yes.
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 Gotta clarify these things. My
All right.
expectations were higher.
Our next beer is Taste the Rainbow Whip. This is from Hop Lore Brewing. Skittles, strawberry, peach, orange, lemon, lime, vanilla ice cream.
Weirdly, I can smell almost all of those.
Goddamn.
I mean, it smells just like you ripped open a bag of Skittles.
Taste the rainbow.
And with it being Stefan and Drew, like I have high faith this is going to be exactly what they say it is.
Yes.
Taste the Rainbow Whip.
Whip.
Evidently, they also they also did a tropical one. I just saw on here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. I know it's supposed to be Skittles, and I get obviously all the Skittles, but it also has a rainbow sherbet sort of feel to it, too.
That's annoyingly good.
Yeah.
Damn it, I was on the can cam. I missed Tyler's little, like, I don't know what to call that look, but it was sheer joy.
It's annoyingly
sheer
good.
childlike joy, just that lean back smile. It is like a handful of Skittles.
It really is.
Speaking of, Stefan just jumped out. What's up, sir?
What's up,
What's up, man?
buddy?
Just complimenting your bag of Skittles in liquid form.
Yeah, it's really well done. I'm happy.
It really is. I'm really glad you were able to snag a can this past weekend.
God, that's good.
Because that is tasty. That is fun. That is, I don't like fruited sours much because a lot of times it loses some sour. There still is some sour to this.
This is still
Yeah.
fair for a fruited. It's fairly tart. It's also got the sweetness to balance it
It's
out.
thick without being like,
Right.
Extra thick.
yeah, it's to the point where I don't want to fucking drink it, where I'm drinking yogurt. I get tired of those fucking.
It does like good yogurt.
I get tired of those type of like slushies. This is a nice,
Yeah.
thicker.
Yeah.
Has ice cream, you know.
Yeah.
Thicker body, but not over the top. I don't feel like it's diabetes.
No.
Like this is pleasant.
It's sweetness. It's sour, tart. I really enjoy the hell out of that.
You
Yeah,
can get pretty much every flavor. I will say for me, the lime and the peach seem to be the heaviest, but I don't think it's dominating. They're just the ones that, especially on that big gulp, you notice first.
Yeah.
And then I got all the others. But it was not dominating. It wasn't unpleasant. It's a nice blend of all the flavors.
Yeah, that's two stupid beers in a row. We're either gonna have a great show or we're doomed to failure after this. I'm not sure which.
I don't know, but
It's been a while since we had a strong start like this.
Skittles, especially sour Skittles, have become my favorite candy, and, well,
That hits the spot.
yeah.
That hits the spot. We'll definitely need a rinse on that bad boy.
I don't even like Skittles like as a candy, but like this
That's one of
nails
my
the
favorites.
flavor
One of my
and I
favorites.
like it.
Oh, man. As Matt's getting ready to go rinse, I'll give my score real quick so he can give his before he walks away. I gotta stay consistent. I think it's another 4 1/4. I think that's a great beer.
I'm gonna stay consistent as well and give that a 4.5 because that's just fucking well executed, and I can't think of anything to not say negative about it. Yeah, that's fucking good.
Yeah, that is really starting to really tingle my jingles a little bit. I'm gonna pump it up to 4.5.
Nice.
I really, really like that.
4.5. Perfect. That is fun.
Yeah.
That is fun.
I couldn't drink 4, but I'd drink 1 for sure, and I'd want to drink a second one, and I'd get that down, and then I'd probably get a third and start sharing it.
It's one of the first fruited sours in a while for me where it wasn't like, even the ones I've really liked, that I was like, I could drink a 16 ounce. This I could.
Yeah.
This I could drink a 16 and then order another one.
Yeah.
After that, I don't know how much more, but-
another one, but I'd finish it, and I'd enjoy it, and then I'd want to keep sharing.
Like, that's a pleasant beer.
Yeah.
Steven says, so you say it's my birthday?
It's your birthday?
Happy birthday!
Sure birthday?
Oh,
Birthday.
I hate you. I hurt you. Fuck, that was good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stefan.
Yeah, that was really fucking good. That is 2 beers for 2 that I will be looking for.
All right, so before I start talking too much about this beer, fair warning to those out there. This one we have been holding a little bit. It's been kept cold, but we have held on a little bit, so any shortcomings might be because of that. Also, guys, there are still beer fests and events throughout the year coming up. Make sure you check out those. Again, Full Fest just launched their ticketing recently, so go to the Fulling Warehouse Indie page, or you can go to our page because I reposted the event already on ours. We are co-hosts of the events, and click on events, and you should be able to find it for us.
Nice.
Tickets are in that event page. Get your tickets while you can. Early bird's $5 off. Take advantage. You get to play unlimited Fulling while at a beer fest.
How do you play that again?
Plus, you get to see.
Yeah, I was about to say, look at this. Let's throw it a little high. Put it down a little bit lower.
Plus, you get to see all the breweries try to battle it out. We have 2 years of Full Fest in the books. First year was Wooden Bear. They were dethroned last year by none other than Hog Molly. Hog Molly is a football-themed brewery, so it's going to be tough to knock them off the top.
They really had to redeem after their first year's performance, though.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
That early
form.
exit in the first year, they redeemed in a big way, and I think they're looking to hold that title. I think that's a source of pride for them.
But now we've got Smo is going to be allegedly throwing for the Sun King team this year. So smartest man in beer. See how his
See what that
football
arm is
acumen
like.
is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with probably not great, but you know, we know Smo pretty well. That's not a horse I'd bet on in this.
I don't know. I've never really seen him competitively throw a football.
He's
Like,
throwing his shoulder out.
He has a shoulder about as good as I do, I think. So.
Oh, really?
I mean, he was in band in school.
I mean, what instrument? Like trombone? That might get us a shoulder.
I can't even throw a baseball anymore, and I'm a
I think
baseball
it's
coach.
saxophone.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I thought about trying to put a TBG team in it this year. We've talked about that. I think it'd be hilarious. But
But then who's going to make fun of everybody else?
oh no, that'd still happen. I'd just have like Brett, or probably do it. Brett and Matt would rep us. So
Yeah.
blind and dumb.
Yeah, you don't want, you don't want me doing anything.
Oh my god, that'd be so damn funny. I wouldn't even be mad.
No. We purposely put our worst guys out there just so we can make fun of them.
See, equal opportunity. People that complain that we're making fun of them.
All right, we got Keep On Swinging New England IPA, a spiritual blend of Citra, Alani, and Eldorado hops. This is from Hop Lore and Streetside Brewing. So this is their collab beer.
Now we get in trouble because my taste buds are off.
Now we get in trouble because we've also sat on this one too long. Although still a nice hop note on the nose.
Oh.
Still a nice body.
Yeah.
Not overly thick, not overly creamy like some heavy or hazies can be. It's not so much where it's that over the top sweetness.
Right.
There is still sweetness
There's
there,
sweetness
but
there.
it's not that over the top. I'm losing the hop sweetness because I'm still getting a
I'm
decent amount of hop.
Still getting
Yeah.
a decent amount of hops. Not a lot of bitterness going on. I think it's very approachable.
Oh,
Ooh, big gulp.
Stefan's given some insight. Says canned in February, unique, no mash rest process.
Nice.
Interesting.
I knew we got it a while ago. Because we got it like right after it was canned.
Yeah.
I remember Drew giving it to us like right after it was canned.
Big gulp is a nice taste on that one.
Yeah, the big gulp was a really pleasant taste.
If this is that old and holding up this well, like, shame on us for waiting this long, because I bet this would have been really good.
That's
fresh.
very pleasant.
Like, really, really good.
That's very pleasant.
James says he'd hype us up. I'm guessing if we had a team, perhaps.
Oh, yeah, he would. That big gulp, I like the small sip, but the big gulp on this was just, you get a nice hop floralness, little bit of that fruit kind of flavors. It's fantastic.
I was sitting there really trying to figure out, okay, what flavors are coming through. I mean, you're correct with the florals, but I maybe a little bit of that grapefruit bitterness.
Maybe a little.
A little bit.
I'm getting a little more citrusy, like a little bit more like lemonish citrusy.
Yeah,
I like
just
that beer.
tasty.
That was
Yeah.
tasty.
That's
Damn, we're doing well today.
pretty good, refreshing beverage. And for the age, especially on an IPA, I'm very impressed.
And it's really cool because, like I said, all these are ones we were given at events this year.
Yeah.
So being able to, even though that was one we accidentally set on a little long, so far to go, I'd say 3 for 3 on solid beers.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good accomplishment.
And I know that sometimes at events, they don't always bring their best stuff there. Because sometimes it's just nice to get rid of stuff. I've been there, I've done that. But these are some very good beers that they brought and they shared. And
we appreciate you.
yeah.
Thanks for not sucking. We really appreciate it.
Oh, Stefan says we'll have to check out the Promise of Heaven when it hits down here.
Ask him the ABV.
And also, you know what the ABV was on this here, Stefan?
Because for some reason, the Keep On Swinging on Untapped.
And also, where in your hierarchy of your IPA-dom is
Street
the Promise
Sides
of Heaven
isn't even
fall?
showing.
Was that the end game that you were aiming for,
And
or was that
theirs
still a
is
stepping
here,
stone
but
leading
it's-
up?
0%.
He says 7.4.
That makes sense. I should have known with Stefan being a high one. 7.4.
Yeah, someone...
Yeah.
Now, this unique no mash rest process, does that mean anything discernible to you guys? Because I have no idea what that refers to specifically, but I'm kind of curious what that might be.
I haven't done enough brewing to understand that. That's a John question.
You know, when you do the mash, there is a time where you kind of let the grain soak and continue to get some of the sugar out of the grain.
This is fun.
Yeah, I'm assuming he didn't really let that happen.
Okay.
Boiled and then done.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of like, oh, that's
Cause you,
a little curious what that actually means, you know? Or Stefan, if you care to expound.
yeah.
Since you're on here.
Mash, you don't boil the mash at that point in time.
That's fair.
Normally, it's depending on what you're doing, but most of the time your tip's between 150
Yeah,
and
that's fair.
160.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I don't know. It's nothing I know.
I've never done a no mash rest. So
It says we mash in and immediately start Vorloff.
okay.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Okay.
Interesting. Thank you for the explanation, Stefan.
Yeah, we appreciate you because I, frankly, had no idea.
Frank. Huh.
I know a lot about... I know a decent amount about this industry, and that's not something I knew. But I didn't brew much, so that's not my thing.
Yeah.
All right. So, scoring this one. This beer this time. For one of the first times in a while that letting an IPA sit doesn't seem to be hurting at all.
That goes first, right?
Matt does get to go first on this one.
Okay, so this beer this time, not search out for me, but between 7.4 and how well it's held up for how old it is, and the flavor that it's just got, I'm going to give it a 3.75 because I'm really fucking impressed with the age of this and still tasting good, and as good as it does.
Yeah, I think I'm at a 3.75 as well. It's fantastic. It's a really, really pleasant drinking beer.
That's where I was at as well. So,
See, I don't always ride the average.
very,
said
very,
it.
very
Blaze a
good
trail.
beer. Very, very good beer.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stefan.
Well, all right, so I know the next one should be safe. I feel pretty good about that. All right, so I feel like we might have a pretty good beer night, boys.
All right. So, anybody that's still watching, what has been your favorite event you've either been a part of? So, if, I don't know, you're Stefan.
Or James.
Yeah. If events,
Or Brett.
events you've been a part of, what's been your favorite? Or favorite one you've been to. If there's anybody lurking back there that's not talked yet, just favorite one you've been to in general this year. Even if you don't work in the industry.
God, let me think about this.
Matt, you got an answer for you?
Well, I mean, the easy one's Hops and Coasters, because that's just so big, and it's a whole weekend adventure. And you got the camping part of it, you got the rides part of it. So if you don't include that one, because it's such a unique thing, I kind of got... Full Fest is really fun, because it's, again, such a unique thing.
That was last year.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. All right, so this year specifically, sorry.
We've done a lot of events. I want to keep it this year.
Okay, touche. I've actually kind of missed a few of them this year, so I got to really kind of marinate on that one.
I think my favorite time
Let me look back at the old list
in the
here.
entire context of the event and surrounding things going on was your Studebaker one.
Certainly one of the most memorable.
Yes, all the snow, the night before at Lakeville, the golf cart ride through town in snow,
In the blizzard.
yeah, there was a lot of fun at that one. It was just, it was South Bend in January with 15 inches of snow. That was fun.
What's funny is that was kind of on my mind. And I think competing, if I could put it and Hops and Coaster Drops almost right next to each other this year, for different reasons, of course.
Yeah.
But if I eliminate Hops, I honestly actually end up with Columbus on tap this year.
Okay.
I think Columbus was a great event. It shows what you can do in a big open space and still do a great event. Indiana on Tap put on a great one. And then we were able to go to Hog Molly, kind of like we always talk about. Sometimes it's not just the event, but the people and stuff like that. We went to Hog Molly afterwards. We sold beard oil in their parking lot to some drunk people.
Yes.
We went down there, felt very welcomed. It was a good event.
Yeah, that was good. That was a great event too.
Matt?
Josh is chiming in. What's up, sir? He says shelf ice is always a good one.
Shelf ice, I've heard really good things. We have still not done that one.
Frigid Digits definitely was a lot of stories.
Frigid Digits was a lot of fun.
That was... fun's a word I could use for it. There's plenty of other ones. I mean, I was dressed pretty appropriately, and I was still almost cold, so I can't imagine how well Tyler made it through. But
My poor feet. My poor feet.
he was wearing jeans and a hoodie.
I had my Carhartt too.
Oh, I didn't remember you have a Carhartt. Okay.
I had my Carhartt.
I don't know. I also think it was really cool, like more so from our being the vendor experience. Lawrence this year was really neat because we had so many people came back up. It was a weird flow this year as far as like people come by, but we had a lot of people that recognized us, remembered us, came back, was looking for things, talking to us about coming back and being there and hoping we were going to be there. That was just really cool.
Yeah, how
Because
many
we've been there
people?
a few years in a row, and now it's like, oh, people are actually kind of like looking for us to be there. Like, oh,
We had a guy come back. Man, I ran out of beard oil. I was hoping you'd be here. Man, we had another lady come up. I need one of those can toppers again because my husband keeps stealing mine and I use it everywhere. She carries hers in a fanny pack and takes it to concerts, to basketball games, to everything. Like, she takes those little flip-top can toppers we have everywhere. So she came by just to buy her husband
dude,
one.
the concert is a great idea and an application for that. I never even thought of that. Like, fuck, like you spend $20 on a beer.
Yeah.
She
Like,
was
that's the greatest application to use that
She
thing.
was talking about all the ways she uses it. She's like, I never leave the house without it. And literally at a beer event, pulls hers out of her pouch and was like, see? I'm like, my lady, all right. Like,
Right.
You're a better advertisement than I could ever be.
Can we say all that again while I record?
But you're not wrong because even though the event was maybe a little smaller than it has been in the past, different things like that, and unfortunately John had to go home before it even started because he was sick, it was
It's
really
still always
cool.
a fun
It is.
atmosphere.
It's one of our favorites.
Yeah.
But it was really cool to see how many people came back and saw us again.
Got to make a lot of wiener compliments.
Yeah,
Don't normally get to do that and not get slapped.
exactly. So we had some great events this year.
Yeah.
Considering we were able to say 3 or 4 different events right there that were a freaking blast.
Yeah.
Josh says, and after Frigid Digits, the dinner company wasn't too bad either.
Josh isn't wrong. Goins hung out with us. That was a good time.
Was that the one we went to?
We went to,
Yeah, your place, Scarlet Lane.
yes, thank you.
Okay, I can't remember if that's the same one or not because it's been fucking a hot minute. But
Yeah, we went out and got
yeah, the barbecue.
barbecue and beers over at Trax and
Scarlet.
Scarlet Lane.
Yeah, that was fun.
Because Duncan went, Josh and his wife and daughter joined us, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, it was daughter. They joined us. We had a good time.
Yeah, that was fun. I sat there for 10 minutes waiting on you guys because I thought I beat you there, and you guys were sitting at the table behind me, and no one told me. It was great. I was just facing the wrong direction and didn't realize you were there.
It was great.
He had just turned to the back of his head.
It was great.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck's he doing? I'm like, I didn't know you were there. Thanks for announcing your presence. I was facing this way.
We had a great time with that one.
That's hilarious.
I was looking for them to come in from the brewery. They did not.
Josh, in case you missed it earlier, Matt is already wearing his new Studebaker shirt.
It fits like a glove. It's perfect. Thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate that.
he was so happy to get it. Time for the patented Kylie interruption. Brought to you by Noblesville Middle School Basketball.
Perfect execution.
What's up, sweetheart?
You know what I just got?
$1,000,000?
No.
Dang it.
I went to a hair store, which was heaven. And that was the perfect
They
place.
sell
The hair
hair?
store was named
No,
Heaven,
no,
or you were
I-
in heaven
it's
because
like-
you're at the hair store?
Hair, like, it has all this hair supplies.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
yeah.
What'd you get?
I got hair tinsel. And so I'm gonna, because I want to do something fun with my hair, but I want to start making my hair more healthy instead of damaging it.
So instead of
60
dyeing it
times.
300 different colors?
Yeah, I got tinsel, which won't damage its inside.
Oh, just make you sparkly.
Yes.
Just like your
And
personality.
then
Just like Christmas.
he wanted his beard braided or whatever one time, and something in it. I forget what it was.
I thought if I went to a Renaissance fair, maybe.
Yeah, and now that I have that, it's gonna last me for like 60 years because there's so much.
Can't wait for my
that-
beard to sparkle.
Yeah, I was thinking I could put it in your beard.
Tally, you got a sparkly beard with one Christmas.
So while she's finishing talking, go to Can Can because our good buddy Craft or Die there, Nicholas Fate, with Craft or Die. This is one of his amazing glasses. This
And
is one
perfect
of-
for the season.
This is last year's Halloween
It's
glass.
really good for
Um,
Oh, has there
Because
been
it's
rumblings
still
of a
very
new
good.
Halloween glass for this season
get it.
yet?
I'll be
That's
honest,
really
I
good
haven't been
products.
on the page much lately,
All right.
so
I think it's a great idea.
I mean,
I
we're
will have
pretty
to look.
early in October, but tis the season.
Because Lord knows I have to buy the Halloween glass every year, so
You can't stop now. Yeah.
can't stop, won't stop. The 1 year I didn't do it, the first year is a glass I can't get because nobody resells it.
What was the first year?
It was Michael Myers themed.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it was still Scooby Doo, but it was Michael Myers themed.
Right.
I can't get it anywhere, and it makes me sad.
And then there was the Evil Dead, and then the the Shining.
The shagging.
And the shagging.
And Josh says he better be.
So we're gonna go ahead and take our break at that point. I want to talk about events and stuff. Anybody else have anything real quick over there?
Caught up.
Perfect. We'll be right back, guys. We got three great
Those.
three great beers lined up.
Or beards.
Wow. Two of us have a great beard. You went trimmed yours.
Yeah.
Later, guys. We'll be right back.
Make it. I can't.
I don't know if there's a better thing to say when we go to Dunkin'.
Fucking Dunkin'.
And everyone that knows gets it.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never said that in front of people that know him and not been like, yeah. The most genuinely nice human being I think I've ever met.
He was at the event on Saturday. Everybody was just like, oh yeah, Duncan Lakeville, that guy's so nice.
Anybody who knows Duncan, it's always like, that dude's just so nice. Like,
Right.
Oh, it makes me happy. We pick good friends.
Yeah.
Except for Steph. I mean, we pick good friends. I mean, he's not still on, which is the best part. His beers have already been drank. He done.
Right.
But,
And
and even if he is here, it's even more fun to make fun of him.
Yeah.
All right. So, we're back. What up?
that was
It's
a strong
him,
lead,
it's
and
me,
they're
it's
like, yeah, we're here.
I'm TBG_Ops guy.
It's me.
Oh, that was kind of like your after hours phone
And
call
behind
service.
the camera,
That's him. That's him.
from After Dark.
Off screen, Matt.
Oh, shit. Our next
10
drink.
seconds, or 10 was it 10 cents a minute?
I wish those were still a thing.
Is that
John
cheap or
would
expensive
make
now? I don't
John
know.
would make a fucking killing if those sex hotlines were still a thing.
Oh, yeah, all the dudes calling him.
Throw
like,
his voice out there. John would have made a killing.
I was just too young.
I don't know. Denny would have liked it.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever hear that
And we're canceled.
Bob and Tom skit where they called in like on that and he was acting like he was a trucker?
Oh, that's amazing.
That's a funny one to look up if you haven't heard that.
I will. I haven't. I will. All right. Our next drink is from New Day Winter Seasonal Handcrafted. Every day is an adventure.
Every day?
This is the Imperial Breakfast Magpie. Honey black raspberry wine with coffee added, barrel aged for 14 months.
That's a little more than a year, something like that.
13.6%.
Oh yeah.
The Imperial Breakfast Magpie has cleverly arrived just in time to warm your bones, but when you're not looking, he'll steal your heart. It's like John. He'll give you the warm bone and then steal your heart.
And you'll like it.
Or do
Oh, that color is gorgeous.
Yeah, this is such a unique. But I've never had another thing that tasted like this ever. And whenever I do see it, I either try to order it or grab it, like get a bottle. It's
Your
always
wife might want
good.
this.
Yeah, she doesn't like sweet wine stuff.
Okay.
It's also got coffee, so it kind of kills the sweet. It's good. Have you had this before, John, or is this a first try?
I don't remember.
I haven't had it in years.
I'm gonna
but
say if you had it, you'd remember. Not to try to oversell
Yeah, I
it, but
love it.
it's a very unique, specific thing.
I hope it's still good because it's
Yeah,
been a while.
I haven't had it for a couple years either, but every time that I saw it, I would always order it if it was out
Like
on
Left
Undrafted Bar or something. Like, this is one of those, like, if you can find it, usually get it, because I've never had it bad.
Definitely got that red tint. Get that raspberry all right up front on the nose.
Oh, yeah, it just smells.
Oh, it went around the rim and out.
I
A lot
don't
of people
even
enjoy rimming.
That
like,
color is.
there was a. Oh, there it is.
Yep, still good. It's like I remember.
Oh, yeah.
That
It
tannin.
Oh yeah.
has not failed me.
There's still enough dry characteristics to it
Yeah.
that it's not diabetes to me.
And what's funny about it, I
The linger taste is even good.
no, I'm struggling with my palate. My sinuses are off. The sweetness has been in anything has been tough for me to taste tonight, and I think that's working in my favor here because I'm not getting much sweetness.
But that's the thing is, it's not that
It's not
sweet.
very sweet.
That's the thing is, this
That's
has
fair.
never been
because
that.
I can't judge it
Yeah,
because I can't taste it.
So it's kind of like the blackberry wine is like the sweetness of it, where it's like, you know, that wine is not gonna be sweet. It's gonna be that kind of fruity, almost sweet but almost bitter and tart.
What I'm getting with that is that tannin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's a wonderful expression in that.
Not that John would know, but the nose is
Yeah.
glorious.
yeah. It's
I can't smell shit. I smell raspberry there.
It's a weird show.
it smells like raspberry and wine and coffee fucked, and then got in my glass.
I don't get any.
If it hadn't been a while since we'd had a show, we probably would have canceled today just because of John's taster. But It'd been a while, and I had shit I want Matt to try.
Been a while.
Yeah,
Also, John he's been overdue for a bad tongue day.
He has been overdue for a bad tongue day.
Today's the day.
And now he gets to blame it on not feeling that great, so, like, he gets to get away with it a little bit.
Yeah, he gets a pass on this
What's
one.
funny though, I'm so happy the first two I had on just 2 days ago because I was really going more off what I tasted then than today.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And you get to end with one of those.
Yeah, I don't know if I had that one.
It's the one I brought you back. It's the one
Okay.
you wanted to try. It was the oatmeal stout.
No, that was the oatmeal stout's up there. No, with the maple.
Oh, that's right. I brought you the other one. That's
Yep,
right.
Yep.
That's right.
Which is why I grabbed this one because I knew I had the other one.
On the day that you said you can't taste it.
Oops.
That's true.
God, I forgot how good this
It's
was.
like choosing your own adventure in one of those books when you know it ends badly.
You just bend the corners and go back to that decision.
That's cheating.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's like pausing and restarting at your most recent save point.
Which is cheating.
It is.
No.
It's strategic cheating, but it's cheating. I'm not going to say
Some
that I
would
haven't
call
done
that
it.
a feature.
I can't say I haven't reloaded Metal Gear Solid 1 like multiple times doing exactly what you're saying to beat the game, but...
All right, guys, I am going to tell you, if anybody is still watching or watches this in the next couple days, make sure you check out our story today on that I just posted on Instagram.
It's going to feature me modeling this
And
fancy
if
shirt.
you watch it a few days from now, Monday, go to Tarnished Hollow's Instagram page. They have igloos on your mind. Booking has gone live. They have started booking their igloos for this winter. They're going to get those nice inflatable igloos
He's got an igloo?
for
gonna igloo.
outside in his patio area and back area, where you get to enjoy the beer outside during the winter. So
I'm sorry, you just saying his back area sounded
I did.
kind of funny.
also great image he created for that.
That was a great
Of his
image.
back area?
Yes.
Is it
So
mountainous?
make sure you check that out.
Cavernous.
In general, make sure you check out our stories because that's usually what we post on our stories. Is typically really cool things going on around in the craft beer industry. A lot of it is what other breweries are doing, fun shit like that. Like maybe it's a trivia night or some spooky thing because it's Halloween and well, that's our favorite shit in the world. So
I remember I think about the only time I've done the igloo experience was with you, I, Bunny, and Carrie all on the rooftop.
Yep.
John,
And John.
as well. Okay, I can remember.
and we
was it?
met the strangers.
And then we met the strangers, and someone
Yeah.
broke a glass. And
One of the strangers.
There was pictures on a stranger's phone.
Yes, they have lots of
I
pictures
can-
of us.
I can
I
only
forgot about that.
I can only hope
Lots of
that
pictures
they found
of us.
that later.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. The guy left his phone and John and I had
Yeah.
a blast.
Word to the wise, people: if you hang out with us and you leave your phone unlocked around us and you're not there,
It's
you
not
will
doesn't
get
even need to be
pictures.
unlocked. You
His
can
what
put- you
we
can
didn't
camera
unlock
stuff.
his was one of the ones that have the camera on the outside where you just click.
Oh yeah, mine does that. Oh shit! I just Pro tip.
Just dawned on that.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh shit, this is good.
Yeah, no, it's
It's a very rich drink without being sugary sweet.
That's rich. That's a better way to describe it. I like
It's
that.
it's
Yeah,
a rich wine.
yeah,
it's rich.
It's not overtly sweet. It's not sugary. It's like a little bit of a fruit sweetness and like barely.
I feel bad for John that we drank it on a day like today, but at the same time, I did it because I knew it had bold enough flavors
Yeah, they're
and
coming
rich
out.
enough flavors that if anything was going to drive through.
It should still
And I
penetrate.
kind of did that with a lot of my choices today on the ones I grabbed. Was go
Going
for
hard.
go for things that could help drive through his issues.
I could tell there's complexity to it. I really enjoy that a lot. I go first on this one, and I'm going to go a 4 1/4. I think it's very, very tasty.
We'll definitely need a rinse on this one too.
Yeah, I just realized I pulled kind of milking this a little bit more. So I need to
Oh,
put
you're
it down.
good. You're good. Oh,
Well,
shit.
actually, I have a big gulp. Let's see what a big gulp does.
It's good. I can attest to that. I think John undersells it, and I think part of that's just because he's being safe. I'm going to go with a 4.5.
Big gulp's fun.
Yeah.
So the complexity that John was talking about, it's not like barley wine complex, but there is like a couple of layers there. The coffee's not like overtly coffee, but it gives a little bit of like a unique flavor to it, a little dash, a little splash in there. Kind of brings the finish together a little bit. This is something that, like I said earlier, I do like to get this if I ever find it. It's something that I do try to find. If it's on draft, I will order it over almost anything. And this year is still holding up solid and strong. It's a 4.5 for me as well. And it's also boozy as shit, so get you where you want to go. Real
Yeah, it
quick.
is.
And it tastes good doing it.
God, that hit the spot.
It's
That'd be
tasty.
great in an igloo. Just saying.
That hit the fucking spot. What did he say, 4.5?
Yeah. 4.5.
God damn. It's a good beer day so far, boys.
Yeah. Look at us.
That made me happy. It was one of those beverages I hadn't had in a long time.
I've always seen them. It's one of those. Just say I don't even grab them.
Man, if I was watching this show today and I was potentially a guest in the future, I'd be a little bit sore that I wasn't on this show.
Oh, don't worry. There's plenty of amazingness behind me.
There is, but it's been a little while since we've had a solid like this night where I don't think we've had anything under a 4, barely.
It's even gluten.
One, and it was a
375, like
Yeah.
completely, yeah.
Yeah. It's even gluten free.
So that's just by the slightest.
Gluten-free?
Gluten free.
gluten free.
Oh well, that's a nice
there's
perk too.
plenty of gluttonous going on with that.
That's fair.
All right. Speaking of gluttonous,
Yeah.
now we're gonna go from one that wasn't overly diabetic sweet to one that might be, because this is the Caramel Sea Salt Deadline Belgian style barrel aged stout from Taxman, aged in caramel and bourbon barrels. From
That barrel should kill out this. Oh, I'm excited for
from
this.
Taxman Brewing Company.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of fun. Taxman Brewing Company is now established and has appearance that promises permanency. But in this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes. The Taxman.
The tax man.
It was released this year. You
Yep.
know, it was for their day. 4/20/24 was when it was released.
420. Nice.
12.4%. As we know from Taxman, they are out of Bargersville, Indiana, as well as Fortville.
And been
So-
some nice guys when we were at the festival earlier this
We
year.
did.
That was actually a pretty fun festival.
That
too.
was
That
one we
was
didn't
fun.
talk about. That was one of our... I actually would put that in that top group.
Yeah.
I think we just forgot about it, to be honest.
It's
But that
been long
was-
enough ago that I slipped my mind until you started talking about
We
it.
had a
Yeah.
blast.
Some wind issues, and we were kind of in a corner, but it also worked out, I think.
It worked out well.
And we're pretty yeah, because then we had like opportunity to talk to people.
And we had the Chugger Night
Nights.
set up. And,
I'm going to admit, we sold a shit ton that day, too.
yeah.
It was one of our better events.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some new people jumping on. Kyle Thomas, what is up? Our friend from Hoosier.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, Kyle?
Sir. Haven't heard from you in a minute, man. Hope you're doing well. And Jared Shaw, also holla my brothers.
Hello, hello.
Kyle's skinny as fuck, is what Kyle is.
Yeah, well, every
Home,
time he's like, "Oh, I almost died again." It's like, fuck.
homeboy skinny as
It's not good
fuck.
to laugh at that, but it's also
No,
true.
right?
No, but when you hear it often enough, it kind
Yeah,
of
are
becomes
you?
funny.
Hopefully you're doing well healthily, Kyle.
Well, hopefully. If he responds, no, I almost died yesterday, I'm going to be like, God damn it.
Yeah.
What if he does it with like a cry laugh emoji? Then we know he's kidding, right?
Do we? It's Kyle.
Yeah.
That's a fair point, yeah.
Yeah. At this point, he's just laughing at it. Not today.
Today, Satan. Who did you piss off, Kyle?
What do we say to death?
Not today, Satan.
Not today.
All
Oh,
right.
God.
It is time again for that Taxman Caramel Sea Salt Deadline.
All right, so this is the variant of that's Deadline. That's not their every year thing, right? They normally do the variant stuff.
Yeah, they do Deadline. There.
It's gone through a couple name changes.
I was out. Okay, so it used to be Evasion, I think. Right? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a
So
few things over there.
this is still the same thing.
EB would be so just disappointed in you.
We talked about this a lot during that episode.
Yeah. EB totally educated us on the history.
I'm going to be
Name-
honest.
name
I don't
changes.
remember all the history
I mean,
changes.
hearing a name change does ring a bell now, but I'm definitely not going to be able to retain all the facets of what it went through at
Oh, I
what
know.
stages.
The
So-
amount of things that you try to be like, oh, this happened. We're like, no. it
This
didn't.
is the one that had... So this year they did a maple vanilla, the double barrel, the sea salt caramel, and there was one other flavor that I have over here, and I'll just look. So I was going to try to remember. I
Is the red
cherry vanilla.
is the red cane one that I showed you earlier? Is that the same? Is that the base of this one?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, because I had that last night or yesterday, and I was
Yeah.
really pleased.
I
with
sent
that.
you home with a few of those the
Yeah,
one day.
I put a couple in the cooler and no one drank them. I don't think anyone pulled them. Because
They got drank.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah, they weren't in the cooler anymore.
Okay, because that's when I was like, oh, I have them. They're good, but I'm not gonna drink them at home by myself because they're 14%, and these are sharing beers.
Since when does Matt not drink 14% alone at home?
I got some other ones.
There it is.
I was, and Kyle says he's doing great, and his boy decided to stop shitting his pants today, so that's great.
I saw that
great
post.
day.
He said
that
no
was
more.
a great
He said
day.
no more diapers.
No more diapers. That is such a
He
big
posted
day.
on Facebook. He goes, "No more diapers in this house," and I was like, "Let's
I
go!"
love that. That's huge.
And he's not dying. Good to hear that too.
That's even better. That's even better. Guys, big shout
Two
out.
good things.
There's no laughing cry emojis here.
Big
no,
shout
just
out.
shitting his pants for his kid. Dude.
Big shout out to Hoosier Brewing Company. Make sure you go visit our boy Kyle. Surprisingly cool place. Like, I'll say that out loud.
Neat
I did-
vintage old school vibe inside. You got the
It
axe
is.
throwing, good food.
When you
good
look at it from
vibe.
the front, you're like, okay, this might be cool, but you can't really tell the size of it.
But-
And then when you go in the door, you kind of like, oh, this is really small. Then you look to your right, you're like, oh, all these axe throwing lanes and seats and pizza and beer and liquor and
wings.
more beer and wings. It's like, oh, fuck, this place is pretty fucking cool.
And it's one of those places, like, there's a lot of hardworking people in the craft beer industry. I don't think there's as many that work as hard as Kyle and his crew, because they're 50, 60, 70 hours plus, I'm sure, all the time. And you don't do that if you're not passionate about it. Mm-hmm. So,
They work hard. I gotta appreciate Hoosier.
yep.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and I liked that when we actually went there, like, as the Two Beerded Guys for the visit, like, it was a fun visit, and we also were pleasantly impressed with pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Because I
The
know
pizza
I've been,
was fire.
Yeah, I'd been before, but didn't really eat a whole lot. I don't know
Might
that
have some
you guys
variants or some different pizza styles that we would suggest.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was cool. Oh, houses, appreciate you boys. Hey, thank you, man.
Hey, we gotta give love where it's at. Also, big shout out to our boy Jared Shaw, who just finished editing a big project for us and sent it over. I haven't had a chance to look at it. We were out of town this weekend. My goal is to look
Also
at it tomorrow.
not quite showing in the folder yet, so I don't know if it's still uploading.
I'll try to look tomorrow, see if it's there. If it's not, I'll give you a shout out. We'll figure it out together if we have to.
Yep.
But big shout out to him. Thank you very much. That was a big project he undertook, and
Yes.
That's what I think
Much
that is.
love.
I imagine it was. Thank you very much, Jared.
much love.
Yeah,
Much love.
So I'm excited. This, I'm getting, fortunate, I'm a little bit of caramel. The salt is coming through for me. Like I said, I'm struggling with some sweetness, but
You know what's funny is it's not as sweet as I expected.
okay.
So you're not fully on it,
Right.
but you're also not missing by that much. on
Okay,
stuff.
good.
The sweetness is more of I'm actually a little disappointed. I almost need a little more caramel.
I'm with him.
That's the weirdest thing I think I've ever said, because I get a lot of salt
Yeah.
and I get a little barrel. But
I forget this barrel. I don't even get barrel.
well, that's what I'm saying, little barrel. But I get like a smoothness from the caramel, but no actual caramel.
I'm getting a little bit of that. Not burnt butter, but you know,
I got you.
toasted.
Yeah,
That caramel is
that's almost, but it's not the caramel sweetness.
Right.
So-
it's the butter.
Funny you said it, because I'm getting more of that burnt is not the right description, but like that description of that burnt butter.
The
Like
darkening of the butter.
I'm getting more of the toasting of the caramel than the caramel flavor.
Yeah.
Big Gulp gives you a little more barrel, by the way.
Now I'm getting like caramel smoothness on the finish, like if I was like sucking on some toffee.
Yeah, but,
Like,
but
you know,
again, you're
just
missing
pop
the
a Heath bar in your mouth for a little
flavor.
bit.
Yeah.
It's weird because I
Yeah.
get everything that reminds me of caramel,
I'm not getting that much salt
except
or
the
barrel.
caramel flavor. See, I get a lot of
I
salt.
get some salt,
I
yeah.
get a lot of salt.
That's coming through for me. I think it's good.
Big Gulp definitely has some more barrel on it.
Big Gulp definitely has a barrel. That's
That was a lot of barrel on the
if
Big
you're
Gulp.
drinking this, Big Gulp's the way to go.
That was.
Yeah.
Oh, I get more caramel. I
Still don't get a lot of caramel, but
I get substantially more than a sip, and I get the salt at the very finish. Like the Big Gulp is the way to drink that, not a sip. This is not a sipper.
It is.
I love
what
that.
It says it
This
is.
almost 14% beer.
I know it's
Don't
not.
sip it, chug it.
It's not the way
Right.
you should do it with that ABV, but to get the flavor out of this, a gulp or two is the way
That's
to really
how
appreciate
we
this.
die.
Right.
I mean, I never said my liver was going to make it past 40. I'm surprised.
And we've
that
all
I'm
seen
still
a more
functioning.
aggressive Matt once he turned 40. So, yeah.
Hey, he
I like
knows
it.
what he wants and he goes for it, baby.
Yeah. It's a new Matt.
It's a new Matt.
You might become on-screen Matt here soon.
He'll walk in, drop that dick on the table, and be like, "Wait, hold on. I want to be on the show."
Still too big, but yeah. Yeah, come on, let's.
He tries to flop it, but it doesn't really.
It misses.
He's like pushing
He's
down.
standing next to it,
Yeah.
misses.
It turtles, man. He's kind of coax him out.
Turtle. It was cold. Anyway.
I'm like, it's warm, man. That's what I'm working with. Jared says it's up. He's checked 3 times. I'm guessing he's talking about the upload, not something
Perfect.
else.
I'll check probably tomorrow when I get home from work.
Yeah, I'll check on the
Jared
computer.
also says,
Check
thanks,
on there.
guys. Love you all. Appreciate the mutual
Yes,
appreciation.
love Jared.
And Kyle says 40%'s right up my alley. Love the big stouts. My man, I knew we liked you, Kyle.
Damn straight. And a brewery that makes a surprisingly good stout.
Now you said this.
Hoosier.
This is a
Yeah.
yes. That was the other thing. Like we got to try like not just the hype fruited stuff.
Yeah.
Their other beers are surprisingly
They're very
good,
good.
but just less known, and they deserve a lot more praise than they get for the other stuff.
Shit, I used to make fun of them. Then I went and had more.
Yeah,
I don't make fun of them
they're
anymore.
legit.
Yeah, they're a legit brewery. Fuck you,
fuck.
Kyle, for making me like you.
Now you said this was a Belgian stout, not a traditional stout, correct?
This is a Belgian-style barrel-aged stout.
Belgian style stout. Okay, because
So probably Belgian yeast.
Yeah,
To give
it's a
some
stout with
flavor.
Belgian yeast.
Okay.
Is what I would assume.
Yeah.
It's a good beer. And not to compare, like, score-wise compare. The base beer I thought was better. Only because this one almost didn't know what it was at times. Like, it just didn't deliver. That's not true. It knew what it was. It just didn't deliver on the promise.
Interesting.
Because I didn't get enough caramel. A caramel variant should have some caramel sweetness. I'm not saying diabetes. Please don't do that to me.
Yeah.
But at the same
Don't
time,
do that.
the salt is there.
Salt is there.
And on the big gulp, you definitely get some barrel. So I ain't mad at it. I just wanted, for the first time ever, I wanted more sweetness.
All right.
God, that's weird to say.
That is weird to hear you say that.
he's so sweet already. Why does he need more sweetness?
I'm first on this one. Okay.
Confused.
Yeah.
John's look was
It's gonna be like that joke that Tyler told me yesterday. I'm just like, I don't get it.
So,
Let me introduce you to my friend Sarcasm, John. Sarcasm, this is John.
this one's weird.
Yeah.
I think 3.5.
Okay.
I think 3.5. Because I think it delivers on enough and is above average in a lot of things, but also didn't deliver on something, so I can't go higher than that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, 3.5. I take away the I think part.
But you're leaving the question mark?
Nope, just 3.5.
Period.
What you got, Matt?
That's a weird beer to score.
It is. Because, like, all right, the big gulp, I think the flavor was pretty good, and I really appreciated it. It's like a cascade of caramel with a salt finish, and you got the barrel up front, but you're not going to big gulp a whole can of 14%. I mean, I will, because I make bad life decisions, but most people shouldn't. And just sipping it was, like, underwhelming, but it's still 14%, so my ABV Hornum kind of has to, like, give credit for that. I want to say 3.75 with the 14%, but I'm going to go 3.5. I hate to agree with Tyler, but I'm going to.
All right. So maybe I'm overcompensating for my lack of tasting sweet notes, but I'm gonna go 3.75. I enjoy it. Maybe it is missing. I don't know. I couldn't taste it if it was. So
You know what?
I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt.
I'm happy like that
3.75.
offsets my. I almost went there, but I couldn't
Yeah.
get there. So
Yeah.
that works out. It's still going to average out to 3.5.
Yeah.
So
So 3.5.
shit! If I'd done that, then we'd fuck. I still all right.
already-
Kyle has a comment.
Already hit save, motherfucker.
I'm not going to change it, but he says the new Citrus City Chaos is absolutely phenomenal too. We don't have it on tap anymore,
course
but
not.
do still have plenty of cans. Probably the best hazy they've ever brewed.
Hey, Kyle, if you were to grab me one of those,
Yeah, if we were to
we'll
see
meet
you and
up
you had
soon.
one, that would be pretty cool.
We can meet up soon. I mean, I could pay you for it. I'm not telling you I need it for free, but like,
Be a lot cooler if you did. No.
also that did set up perfectly for that comment, but that's not where I was going with that. That did set up perfectly for that. But if you save a can or 4-pack, even if that's how you have to do it, we'll meet up soon and take care
He
of that.
says absolutely, and yeah, I'm just fucking with you. We can pay for it. It's all right. We got money.
Oh, hold on.
But it was just, that was set up too perfectly for me not to McConaughey.
It really
all over
was.
It. Like,
Like, I lined that up for you on accident.
sometimes the stars align, bud.
Dude, I'm telling you, this year, John and I were talking about it this weekend. And Matt's probably less burnt out than we are just because he hadn't been to as many. But,
Sorry about that, guys.
no, you're good. Fucking life. The year before, I barely made it to any.
Right. Point.
Like, well, that's not true. I mean, I made it to quite a few. I just missed the summer ones. But, and this year I was able to randomly make it to most of those too.
Yeah.
It's weird. I'm burnt out as fuck. And I can feel myself at events if it's not the energy I want. Now, the ones that are the energy I want, Muncie was the energy I wanted. I was fucking, even though it was a small event with the fucking shitty ass weather, it was the energy I wanted because my brother was there. I had my fucking mom at a beer event for the first time ever. Funniest shit. Oh, I have not told you those stories.
No, I want to hear about these.
Camera, I'll give you some in just a second. Sherry Danner at a beer fest. I need more of that in my life. Not something I ever thought I'd say. Hell, my Aunt Vicky at a beer fest, she showed up for a little bit. Also fun. Weird. But if it doesn't match the energy, I can't fake it as easy, or I can't find a way to create it as well.
Yeah.
And that's usually what I'm good at, is finding a way to create it.
I was literally sitting there on Saturday, and sun's beating down on me, the wind's blowing on me, I'm struggling with my allergies, and I'm like, I know I could probably like try to be more energetic and draw people over. I just don't feel it.
But at the same time, as burnout as we are a little bit, I'm glad we've tackled as many events as we have this year, and I plan on doing it next year. I don't coach next year, so I have even more time.
Yeah.
But it's one of those where I think it's so much fun to see our beer friends. It's so much fun to see the people that we didn't know and then became patrons. Like, they buy shit from us, and then they come back at every event we see them at, and they're like, dude, I saw you at Anderson on Tap. And I'm sitting there going, I've seen thousands of people since then. And all of a sudden they'll say something. It's like, oh, fuck yeah, you did. Like, you get the like.
I bought this for my friend from Russia.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly who you are.
And then all of a sudden she's like, and she's here. And I'm like, fuck yeah, that's awesome. Tatiana, you can call me for my number anytime. Just message us on Facebook, Instagram. I got you.
Slide into those DMs.
Slide into those DMs. I got you. She was cute as fuck. Anyway,
I don't know if John got all those stories, did he? He did not, did he?
I told him that one. I told him that one.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, dude, it was the first time in my life that I was the gay one in someone's eyes instead of yours.
Yeah, that was weird for both
Now
of us.
the Russian chick, she knew I was the straight one, so I appreciated that.
That's a good story. Similar story this weekend too. The gay story.
Oh fuck! Forgot about that one.
What, are you guys gonna hit on in my absence?
No.
Both of you?
No.
Oh, none of you.
I'll tell you.
We'll tell you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
Will my prior hit honors come back up to you?
Oh, that'd be funny.
That would be hilarious.
Where's Matt?
Hey, where's Matt at? Oh goddamn!
That would be a fantastic story, and I wouldn't even be ashamed about it.
It's shit like this.
Yeah.
We laugh our asses off. We have stories. These 4 years of doing events and this shit, plus this year where we really decided to hammer all the events in. Yes, that English got sketchy there. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for doing it, and we can't wait to do it all next year. We got more left. Follow us, because I'm going to post the shit out of the upcoming ones, because we got some fun shit coming up. We have one more beer.
I say, we want beer. We want beer.
We have one more beer. And thank you to the breweries who make such fucking great beer that gives us the
Hells
ability to do
yes.
this shit.
And hang out with us and
Yeah,
help us
puts
out,
up with
give us
our
some good
shit.
beers to try, put up with our bullshit, you know.
We
Just
have,
reviewing them and still being our friends.
speaking of a new brewery that we have never had before this weekend.
Yeah. I've not heard of them.
This is Silver Harbor Brewing Company out of Michigan. They're in St. Joe's, St. Joe's has some cool beer stops anyways. It's a place I've wanted to go. When I talked to the guy, I was like, yeah, I'm probably going to have to go up now. He's one of the dudes on this beer can. He's the one on, he's the one that's taller. He's not crouched down as much. So when you see it go by, you'll know. This is a milk stout brewed with maple syrup, cinnamon, vanilla beans, nutmeg, and lactose. 8.2%. French Toast Imperial Milk Stout is what it's based on. Brewed on the fresh coast of Lake Michigan, we are proud to call the Mitten home. When Toast goes on a rampage, there is only one brew team brave enough to save the world. The Toastbusters. Using their maple syrup proton packs, armed with cinnamon, vanilla beans, nutmeg, and lactose, they will fight off plain, boring toast with a melody of delicious flavors. I like these guys.
Yeah.
I only hope this beer delivers half as good as that description is.
They did win Brewery of the Fest this weekend.
That's strong.
And well deserved. There was
Yeah.
about 3 or 4 that John and I, if we were the ones really choosing, would have put up there with it. Mm-hmm. But they were one of that top 3 or 4.
Which, let's shout out Ash and Elm and their chili guava.
What the fuck?
Right?
Wait, you said guava?
Yeah.
Unicorns, guava, like those are my things.
Chili guava.
Chili guava.
I was supposed to go pick up a can of that before the end of the event. I forgot. My bad, Matt.
That's okay. You had the unicorns pumpkin beer. That's fair enough.
She told me to come back and get one, and I completely forgot.
Yeah.
And you also got the Skittle beer from Stefan. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as the song goes.
But yeah, so chili guava, that was fantastic. Her pineapple one was great.
Yep.
A what?
Pineapple. Her pineapple.
As a spiced pineapple.
Yeah.
Are we both doing it?
Tongue's getting tied real bad.
I kind of liked it.
It did come out pretty well. It was kind of fun.
It definitely sounds a little more. That's a pinkies out when you're eating a pineapple.
She cracked me up because. So
Or is that-
I'm gonna
or-
let you look at this can.
Wait, do you have your pineapple
There you
upside
go.
down? Is that?
I mean,
So
What does
before,
that mean?
So before the event
we know.
starts, for those of you that have never been a vendor at a beer event,
All right, we'll go back to screen for this.
for those of you that have never been a vendor at a beer event, one of the things is you all set up, and you're supposed to be set up, depending on the event, between 30 minutes and an hour before the event starts.
yeah.
Most
that
breweries
gives-
show up about 15 minutes before.
Well, that's fair. But that gives time for cars to clear, breweries to get set up, all the stuff. Well, realistically what it is it gives breweries and people the time to go drink each other's shit when they don't have to be in their tent.
Yes.
Bullshit, shake hands, kiss babies,
Exactly.
make friends.
So I'm walking around. John's like, I'm still not feeling it yet, which John got in like a weird 45-minute section during the event where he got really people-y, and that was fun as shit. But
Strangers, that's not weird.
it wasn't even that much strangers. It was just
I wasn't feeling well, but there was a like you said, about 45 minutes. I was just like, all right.
But the early part, John's like, I'm staying in the
Yeah, I
fucking
was out,
tent.
yeah.
So I'm walking around doing my thing when, nobody has lines. I'm talking. I see Ash and Elm setting up, and it's the same lady that sets up at almost every event. And I'm talking to her, and I see this. I'm like, fuck, that looks good. I know you haven't opened any yet. Do you mind? She goes, oh, no. Opens the chili guava. I take a drink. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to send my business partner over here later. He's going to love this. And then she opens up the pineapple for me, and I try it. And I'm like, also fucking great. Definitely sending John over here before,
Yeah.
Well, then, we've only had these cans open for maybe 2 minutes while we're talking. And we're in the middle, we're not near trees, bees swarm on her. And they're like,
If only she had some of those can clickers.
well, they're trying to go in her drink, they're trying to do all this stuff. I just called John. I'm like, John. I'm literally leaning out around Ash and Elm's tent, staring at him across the field. And I go, John, bring some of those can toppers over to Ash and Elm. And he looks up, and I'm like, so he comes over, brings them over, and she fell in love with them. She used them all day long. She only opened 4 cans at a time. John actually happened to bring here
especially with that.
Someone
that.
might have done that on purpose.
Well, it was perfect. She had 4 flavors. You didn't know how many she had that day.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
She usually does bring 4.
Yeah.
But he brings 4 over.
John's like, I know what I was doing.
She only opened 1 can at a time, and it was of each one. And she used them all day, which was great. But she looked at me, she goes, I saw her later, she goes, I'm not giving these back. And she was teasing, because she's like, she actually thought we wanted them back. She goes, I'm like, well, they were a gift, so I'd hope not. Use them at your next event. Have fun. She's like, they don't even have your logo on them. Why would I use, why do you care if I use them? And I'm like, because they're awesome.
Yeah.
And they're going to keep your bees out?
Yeah. And she's like,
You gonna tell people where you got them
next
from?
thing I know, later in the day, she's buying more for herself. She's like, those are going in the box for
And the fanny
events.
pack?
They're going in the box for the events. These 4 are staying with me. And I'm like, My girl. That's awesome. We did find out one thing, though. The one can top that's not the same as everybody else's.
Yeah, the
Arizona tea.
tea.
They have a
Really?
They have a more flared out top than others.
Yep.
And it fits. It doesn't fit over. It kind of sits in it.
Well, that is a goddamn shame. Those are delicious.
We found out because she had a bee trying to go in hers, and I tried to put it on her Arizona tea can.
Yep.
And, well, it didn't work.
No dice.
Otherwise,
You
it
try to
works.
put it on her can.
Damn straight.
And Kyle says, I'm that guy. Which guy are you, Kyle? Are you the guy that shows up early so we can all bullshit and drink each other's stuff, or the guy that shows up 15 minutes till? Clarify.
Kyle's usually relatively early.
I feel like he's a pretty timely guy. Yeah. Kyle does all that pretty seriously.
Brandon.
Dude, if Holder shows up before the event starts, it's almost a miracle sometimes.
Yeah.
I see him there. No, he's pretty timely.
No.
As the one-man show, usually, like, we'll volunteer to go over there and kind of help him out, but...
And he says no.
No, he won't let us.
Well, no, they just do it.
Matt just starts doing it. I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
Yeah, well, I know. We're not taking no for an answer around here. If Brennan's up, you help him.
All right, so Toastbusters. This French Toast Imperial mixed out. Nose,
Ooh.
I will say very French toasty.
Nose a little more cinnamon and
Well, a lot of French toast is heavy cinnamon.
Yeah.
not in the Reichman house. It's like a light dust.
Flavor
Cinnamon.
also kind of heavy on the cinnamon. Also a little toasty,
But
like
I
a
would
little roasty toasty.
I would say like the nose smells more cinnamon-y than the taste is, but the taste is still cinnamon heavy.
Well, maybe my bad tongue day has helped me here. Like, there's cinnamon, but I'm not hating it.
I don't hate it.
I'm still gonna say that it's in a very acceptable level of cinnamon. It's just on the higher
And Matt's
end.
more like you. Matt's
Yeah.
more like you. Or
Okay.
It's on the higher end of acceptable. So.
Okay.
And
I
Kyle
don't.
says 15 minutes still.
Yeah.
That's fair. We've seen you either be set up like early as shit,
or while
like
it's opening.
like squealing tires outside the fest, rolling in.
Yeah, putting ice in coolers as we're walking by to get that first drink after
Dude,
the
I have
climb
seen-
start.
Yeah. He's either the dude that shows up to Full Fest and he's one of the first ones there, he's set up and he's like, what the fuck? Or he's like,
Yeah.
unload.
That was
Go,
the guy,
go,
no,
go.
that was the guy outside of Hops and Coasters
No. Fuck that guy.
that Tyler almost got in a fight with.
Before the event started, the security guard, I don't know what shot about. One of the most memorable things that's ever happened at an event, in my opinion.
So tasting this beer, it makes me think I'm eating French toast. It makes me wish I had some strips of bacon to go with it.
8.2%.
Like
by the way.
it is meeting that French toast aspect of it that honestly it's quite tasty.
I think that's what's bugging me just a little bit. It doesn't have the richness to me French toast has.
I think the bigger thing is maybe it's lacking the syrup component as much.
No.
I'm getting it in a powdered sherbet.
But I get maple there.
Yeah, I'm getting maple.
I get
But
maple.
there's maple, but it's not like all right. If I'm getting French toast, like syrup's all over that bitch. Like this is like
Maybe
kiss of
that's
syrup.
the thing. I don't put a ton of syrup.
I don't
on it.
either. That's a,
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
I'm
a me
just
thing.
missing the richness because with French toast you got that egg. You got a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that makes that rich.
Yeah.
I don't get the richness I want. But at the same time, I think it hits French toast.
Yeah.
Like I still think it hits French toast. It's just not maybe exactly what I want in my French toast. But still a very good beer.
Now,
Yeah.
There's a reason I heard a lot of people talking about this beer.
If I can, oh, good, John. Sorry.
You know, sipping that, I want some scrambled eggs and I want a side of bacon.
If I could make an analogy though, so like French toast reminds me a lot of like an old fashioned. So like it's the same thing in a name, but there's a lot of variation on how you can make it. So like French. Oh no, dude, I mean it's the same basic ingredients, but people do like different spins on it. So like French toast, sometimes it's like you have a splash of vanilla. Sometimes it's very vanilla heavy. Sometimes people put cinnamon in the batter while they're doing it. Sometimes they don't. You get a light dusting on the end, maybe. Like it's all the same stuff going into it, but in different
Alright, I
order,
get
in
it.
different.
But old fashioned
approach.
should not be that way.
Dude, that's the thing.
Old fashions are
Dude,
kinda cut and dry.
Muddle, no muddle, like garnish, no garnish. Like some people soda, some don't.
so
like,
doing it right versus wrong.
I'm just saying, is muddling right or wrong?
Muddling's right.
That's my preference, but it's not everyone's. You'll be much less people muddle than do when you order it.
They're lazy.
I don't know. Man. I got yelled at when I told someone that. I was like, "Oh, you made the old fashioned like that?" Like, "Oh, that's not right." They're like, "What do you mean? I made old fashions at like this really high end place." I'm like, "Okay, I guess I'm the asshole here."
Anyway,
I think it's a solid beer.
Solid beer. I think it is. Again, for me, it's maybe not the French toast I want, but the beer flavored French toast. We've had a few try. I feel like that got pretty damn close.
It's pretty close. It's not diabetes, so I appreciate
Which
that.
is nice. 8.2%, still
Diabetes.
solid.
Yeah. Matt goes first on this one.
This epic toast battle will result in a scrumptious imperial milk stout that's going to leave you saying, I ain't afraid of no toast.
So Jared asked me a question, and I think it is a good...
Why did Jared not ask Matt the question?
Is it sweet or sweet enough to give you that memory of eating French toast with everything else during breakfast? And it's sweet
Second
enough.
one. Yeah, sweet enough. Also, why didn't you mention that on the channel?
Because he doesn't have it on the channel. Although he did have a prior comment I didn't have a chance to get up to, and I kind of forgot about.
That's why
I
he
knew
didn't
Matt
do it.
wouldn't read
Well,
it.
it says Ashton Elm finally came out with a dry cider.
They've had one for years.
Yeah, so that's the comment I missed.
Ash Elms haven't had a dry for
There's
years.
nothing about French toast from Jared, so, someone owes Matt an apology.
Jared literally goes, that's why he knew Matt.
Yeah.
Because I try to read every comment as best I can. Sometimes I cannot get them all.
Love you.
Good job. All right. Matt, you go first, right?
He does.
Jared's going to dip the score. Now, a 3.5 plus. It's not quite 3.75 for me, but it's like the closest without getting there.
A 3.5.
I'm a 4.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right.
I don't despise that.
4.
Okay.
Like, that's the closest to French toast, I think. And I'm the one bitching about it not being as French toasty as I want, but it's the closest I've ever gotten to French
Well,
toast.
that's what, like, yeah, that's
3.75,
the same thing. Like, it just doesn't have the things that I want personally, but it's a personal thing, and it's my personal score.
And you know what's funny? I like it more today than I did Saturday.
Oh, nice. I don't remember having it Saturday.
I don't
remember
think you
having
did.
the other one.
I don't think you did.
And Kyle says he muddles his old fashions. Fuck what everyone else says.
I knew I liked you.
So next time I go to Hoosier and I need an old fashioned, I'm gonna have to wait for Kyle to make it.
All right, guys. So now, this might be one of our tougher beers of the nights in a while.
Ooh.
Because they were all very similar score.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of them were ones that either you hadn't had, he hadn't had, I had. Like, this is a tough beer of the night.
Oh man, okay, so
But while you're thinking, and just because this is, I want to add something
I
else to your
appreciate
head,
the moment. That's great, yeah.
I also want to add something to your head. I need you guys to do one last thing for me. Guess the score on the beer we just had on Untapped. It's had 202 ratings before us.
Oh, that's not a lot. That could be.
For a small brewery, that's a decent number.
But no, I just mean like they can really
Okay.
skew a score. Like a couple scores can skew it very substantially.
So, 202 scores.
Matt,
That's
you
why
wanna
I'm
go?
telling you how many.
An 8% French toast, milk stout, microbrewery, 200 scores. 2 people don't like it. It dips it down really bad.
I mean, not really, but
4, fine. Dips it down really bad. Considering he's playing the game, though, there's going to be a score on here worth making a game out of it. I'm going to go 3.76.
I was going to go 3.81.
You fucker. You would. It's 3.82. Go fuck yourself, couch.
are we deciding here on what are we scoring?
I said 3.76.
That's a 3.81.
It's a 4.12.
Nice.
Damn, good.
So,
Nice.
I was trying to play to the masses on
Good
it.
job,
Like,
people.
so one of the cool things is you
Good
can
job,
actually
people.
click on that national ratings and see the like ratings by score. It's a very consistent one. The bell curve realistically is 375 to 475.
really?
With the top being a 425 at 46 ratings. There's only like, when you go back to the end, there's no .25s, no .5s, there's 1.75, there's 1.1. Like, everything's very flat, and then you jump at 3.5 especially.
Yeah.
3.25, but really 3.5. Kind of same at 3.75, but then it really hits its bell curve. That's why I said 3.75 to about 4.75 is that bell curve. That's a really good, consistent
yeah,
score.
well, good on
It
them
is.
for that, though, because so many times, like, we
I
or
didn't
even
know I
like
could see
Steph
that
and other
bell
people
curve.
have like
That was kind of fun.
That is
talked
cool.
about how bad, like, some people will score a beer just because they don't
Uh-huh.
like it as opposed to what it's supposed to be, and that's why I
Exactly.
was like, with 200 scores, there's like 10 people that are like, nope, that's gonna drop it down so severe. I was trying to play the masses game.
There's a good chance somebody fucked it when you're thinking about it that way.
Yeah. That was the way I was playing. And also, we play Price is Right rules, so low's not going over.
So, one thing I want to look at, a beer with almost the exact same amount of scores. I'm going to do this one more time, just because I want to, the bell curve's interesting. That's why I want to say it. Caramel Sea Salt Taxman has 211 scores.
Okay.
What would you guess it is? And the reason I'm doing this is because John saw the bell curve on my phone just a second ago for the last one, and I want to show you the difference of this one.
Okay.
So it's going to be either a much more narrow or much broader curve. I'm going to go with the latter.
Oh, that felt good.
And I'm going to... This Price's Right rules are fucking with me on this one, too.
So much fun.
Actually, Couch, you go first.
I don't know what you just did to me.
I think he tried to figure you.
6, 8.
Okay.
3, 6, 8.
3, 6, 9.
Damn, you'll find.
Just so you know, I was fucking with you.
I'm just gonna play the under. I'm gonna do 3 1/4.
John wins, and you're both very wrong.
Really?
4.11.
Okay.
But if you look at that curve, there's no curve. It's a giant spike and then a steady decline.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it spikes at 375 at 17 ratings. It jumps to a 4 with 54 ratings. That's the most. And then it kind of steadily declines back again. It's really fun to see that.
I figured that one would have been a broader...
So you had a really traditional
Smoother
bell
curve
curve.
with
There was a
that
very
one.
traditional bell curve with the last one.
Okay.
And then that one was like flat, flat, flat. Boom! Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, really fun. If you guys have Untapped, that's something I actually find
The
entertaining.
metrics are kind of interesting.
Well, and I enjoy seeing what other people score beers.
Yeah.
And then watching the averages is a blast. But back to beer of the night, Matt. What do you got?
Ugh.
With your River North hat sexiness.
It's kind of a toss-up for my 2 highest scores. I don't know how to pick the one, because they both were like, all right, fuck you, these are delicious, and both aren't things that I really am that big a fan of.
That last
Yeah,
one.
there was.
So the Hop Lore sour, or the Skittles one, just was like fucking delicious and tastes like a bag of Skittles, which I don't even like Skittles. It's fucking well done, and I liked it. And I don't like pumpkin spice, and that pumpkin spice latte beer tasted really fucking good.
This is fun.
And I expect
Today was fun.
I expect things great to be out of Unicorn beers. I expect things great to be out of Hop Lore. So like I had high expectations out of both. I gotta go pumpkin spice because I hate pumpkin so much.
John.
It slightly edges Hop Lore.
I mean, yeah. Like, if I had to go with my personal favorite, it'd be the Hop Lore, because that's my personal favorite. But I think I'm most impressed with the Pipeworks. I know we made friends with Wilmer from the Mexican restaurant, and when he was hanging out with me drinking some beer, I tasted that, and I was just like, you have to try this one. And I described it to him, and he just looked at me like I was crazy. And then he got a small little pour, and immediately it was like, can I have a full glass? It was just so much fun to watch. Getting to share that experience with Wilmer, our new buddy. If you're in Mishawaka, check out Monterey Mexican restaurant.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
I hear they have good margaritas.
He says they sell a lot of margaritas. So, but yeah, no, it's the Pipeworks.
It's 3 for 3. Like, as dead on as Hop Lore was with that Skittles.
Yeah, and like I said, my personal favorite.
Well, not mine was the Breakfast Magpie, if I'm going personal favorite.
Yeah,
But I don't like pumpkin beers. I have one other pumpkin beer I consistently enjoy, and that's Schleiflies. They are consistently a good pumpkin beer. That is fucking stupid good.
It was good.
Oh, so he doesn't get mad. Jared made a comment. He said that was a cool drop, Tyler. At 8:32, so that's like within like a 5-minute span. I only get the conch so frequently, Jared. I gotta try.
No, you can. We've told you so many times for comments over there. You can interrupt us.
You guys have a good prank going. It's hard to derail you. I know how the thought process goes.
Wonder what the drop was. I'm sure it was something good.
I don't know.
My brain's working relatively today, but I'll tell you what. Great night, great time.
One of the best beer nights we've had in a long while.
So, one thing I gotta ask you guys. Do you prefer a night like this, where we're just consistently solid? Or do you like, for instance, I think it was last show or the show before where we ended with like 3 5s, but we had some shit at the beginning. What kind of night do you prefer?
That's a great question. I mean, these are great, but every one of these episodes we've also got to have, every action has an equal but opposite reaction, right? So now we're due like a shit beer night. If we get the bouncing back and forth night, then that's the law of averages. It's kind of going to work out. So I'm thinking in the long game, that's the better play.
I don't know what he was saying is the better play. Were you saying the shit beer and then 5s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
so wouldn't that just mean you have an averagely good night like this?
Well, because if you have shit beers and then 5, but this is above average. This is well above average night.
I know. I'm giving you shit.
I kind of like the fun roller coaster aspect. Like,
good shit.
Oh,
it's like the red and blue racers.
Yeah. It's and part of it is because it's not like we're kind of honest. You know. We're kind of honest, right? So I think it's a good reminder of if it's shit, we're gonna kind of tell you. So
see me, I like this. This is
fun. It shows the earnesty in the show.
But I like this because it gives me the ability to just go, even breweries that maybe we've hammered before. That's a fun way to go. You know what? These breweries can fuck. Like, they make good beer. And essentially, most breweries that have been around a while can make good beer. Quick couple shout-outs. I want to give a huge shout-out. I know it's the end and nobody gives a shit at this point. But South Bend Brew Works, they had their 10th anniversary this weekend. John and I got to stop by briefly. Unfortunately, it was a Sunday. I had work.
Freaking dead, yeah.
We were exhausted. We didn't stay very long, but big shout out. 10 years in this industry is
quite impressive.
Insane.
Milestone.
I had another one and I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden. But like that was a huge one for me because that's again, it's something that doesn't happen.
And whoever we forget.
So we also did enjoy a good pizza at Hop Station.
Did you get the Dorito one?
No. Send me nudes.
Oh, I got a new one. It was called Send Me Nudes. It has a vodka sauce.
Okay.
With penne noodles on it.
All right, I'm sold.
Roasted tomatoes.
Sun-dried tomatoes.
Sausage.
Italian sausage.
Yeah, Italian sausage.
Did it have dollops of like ricotta? Because then I'm gonna need to
No,
change
but
pans.
it didn't need it.
It did.
Like, it was already rich. It was already... had a Parmesan mozzarella blend.
And basil, I think.
And basil, yeah.
Okay, well,
oh my God, it was good. It was... And the best part is watching people's face when they hadn't seen this pizza and go, is that fucking pasta on your pizza?
Yes.
It is
you know what my carbs need? More carbs.
It is a little bit of a carb overload. Good before a cross-country meet, for example, but...
Great after a beer
fest. Or
fest.
after a beer fest, you know? Like, you gotta soak that up somehow.
I enjoyed the shit out of that thing.
That shit was good.
I forgot about that one. That was a good one.
And, also, they kind of screwed up our appetizer order, but they made it right. They were cool. So, always appreciate...
Don't worry, they got their money.
Doing the right thing. Yeah, they did.
But, thanks, guys. Fun show. Fun time. We'll see you at upcoming events. Make sure you check out the Two Beerded Guys. And follow us and follow events and follow blah, 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 blah. Follow the breweries we shout out because these fuckers are good.
Yeah. And maybe go visit them at a beer fest.
You almost went Wisconsin. Like, if you had an then you really would have nailed it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
For sure. Later, y'all.
Later.